What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we took on the first portion of the Trial of the Sword. And in this episode, well, we're back for more. So, what do you say we place the Master Sword once again and take on the middle trials of the Trial of the Sword DLC? Alright, here we go again. To the Blade's chosen hero, in the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer the Trial of the Sword. You must acquire still more power to wield the true splendor of the Master Sword. You must fortify your mind, body, and soul by eradicating all obstacles that appear in this realm. In this illusory realm of sacred mystery, anything can happen. All that you obtain here will be lost upon your return to the reality you know. Chosen hero of the Master Sword, overcome the Trial of the Sword and claim the Blade's true splendor. Alright, the middle trials, let's do it, man. I'm actually pretty excited because now that we all have a better idea of how these trials actually work, and you know, I'm a little bit warmed up considering I am recording this like directly after I did the beginner trials, I feel like I probably will play a little smarter, if you will. But, there is something I find kind of interesting about how this entire thing is set up, because while the concept of, like, these giant gauntlet-style things is nothing new to Zelda, like Wind Waker had the Savage Labyrinth, Twilight Princess had the Cave of Ordeals, and then in Twilight Princess HD, you had the Cave of Shadows, and then, of course, Skyward Sword had the Thunder Dragon Challenge thing. I forget exactly what that was called, but, yeah, similar concept. So I guess Skyward Sword is probably the most similar to Breath of the Wild in the challenge, like, gauntlet realm, because in both Skyward Sword and this game, you're not going through 50 floors all at once, whereas in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, once you started one of those gauntlets, like, you were in it for the long haul. You had to complete the entire thing in one sitting. So, that sort of tested your endurance in two different ways. One, as like a player, because obviously, once you started, you were in it for the long haul. Like, it would take you an hour plus to go through all of those gauntlets, and like, if you wanted to quit, well, you know, too bad. You would lose your progress unless, like, you, left your console on or something like that. Whereas in Skyward Sword and in Breath of the Wild, because the challenges are sort of split up into three different difficulties, like beginner, middle, and end, you have those opportunities as a player to just stop playing once you finish one of the trials. So it's not really testing your endurance and patience as a player, because I'll be honest, like, whenever I do the Savage Labyrinth or the Cave Ordeals, once I get down to like floor maybe 35, 40, I sort of lose my patience a little bit, and I just try to like go through every single floor as quickly as I can. And that's a very bad thing to do, because you'll end up making mistakes and just like rushing in headstrong, which can often lead to you, you know, taking a lot of damage and potentially throwing everything away and losing the trial completely. So, in Breath of the Wild and in Skyward Sword to some extent, you're not really doing that because you're allowed to take breaks. So, it's not really testing your endurance as a player, but it's testing your endurance in terms of, like, HP in the game, which is a little bit strange. And, I think to some degree it actually does make it easier, because as weird as it sounds, you know, fatigue from playing too long is definitely a factor in the difficulty of certain gauntlet-style challenges like that. And I'm not saying, like, you'll get physically tired after an hour of playing a video game, because that's probably not going to happen. I'm saying, like, mentally, you're just going to want to get it done as quickly as you can, so it will lead to you doing some stupid stuff. And yeah, hopefully that makes sense to someone out there, like it does to me, but I'm not really sure if I did a good enough job explaining it or not. That being said, though, I think we're pretty much done here. And in case you're wondering, I did take like an hour break between finishing the recording of the beginning trials and starting this recording. So I'm coming in with sort of a rested, fresh mind, with the idea that, yes, I do want to play slowly, cautiously, and be patient as I'm going through here. That way I don't make any stupid mistakes. So that's the goal, at least. And as long as you come into these trials with that mentality, I'm sure you'll do fine. Like, I got a couple of comments about people saying they had a hard time going through the trials, or my first video helped them complete the first trial, and I'm glad that these are helpful, because I do believe that if you, like, sort of see someone else go through these trials and see the strats that they're using and sort of emulate that, you probably will be fine, because, I mean, myself personally, I don't really find these trials all that difficult. To me, they're kind of easy. It's just that a lot of people try to brute force their way through things like this, and, that causes them to just lose all of their HP very early on with, like, no way of recovering it, and then they're sort of screwed once they get to the later, actual, harder parts of the trials. So this is all about playing it slow, being patient, and just taking your time, because pretty much no matter what you do, if you want to, like, guarantee safety and victory in these trials, it's gonna take you about an hour, maybe more, for each one, just because you need to wait for the opportune time to attack your enemies. Like, okay, these Wizrobes were a perfect example, you know, shooting them over solid ground, not a good idea because they're just gonna get back up. Shooting them over an open pit, great idea, because not only does it only use one arrow and minimal durability, it causes them to fall down into the endless pit and die instantly. So it's the small things like that if you notice and then take advantage of, you'll have such an easy time going through these trials, it's not even funny. Also, I gotta say, I really do love the entire concept of, like, ah, man, I should have pulled out my paraglider. I kind of forgot about fall damage. What a dumb way to lose my first heart on, like, what, the second room? I'm actually really mad. Like, that's so stupid, man. Completely avoidable and totally my fault, but whatever. It's only one heart, not a huge deal. I guess we'll just move on to the next one. I'm kind of upset, though, because I was really proud of the fact that, in the first trial, I went, like, 5 or 6 rooms without losing any HP, which, all things considered, is pretty good, considering, you know, the very first trial is only 12 floors, so getting around halfway with taking no damage, pretty good, I'd like to say. But, that is not going to be the case here. Although, if that's the only damage I take for a while, I'll be okay with that. Anyways, let's see what's inside this chest. Feathered spear. Alright, not bad. It's kind of weird because normally I don't like the spear weapons at all that much. However, in this trial, I tend to use them a lot more than I normally would. I think it's just because they give you so much extra range over, like, any other melee weapon, and when you're playing in such a defensive mindset like you should be in this entire trial, I don't know, just having that extra range is super helpful, because then you're less likely to get hit and lose some HP to some stupid bogus attack. So I think I do have a newfound respect for spears and for the people that choose to use them, because previously I would really only use them when fighting things like moblins or very large enemies, but no, they're super helpful in this entire trial. Also, you know what, these guys with the bomb arrows, they need to go away. Like, you're being annoying, so let's just try and get all of these guys out of here if we can. I mean, think about it, we have 0 defense right now, so getting hit by an arrow would already hurt. Imagine what would happen if a bomb arrow hit us. Like, it would not be pretty at all. So thankfully, everything in this room is done. Now we can just, you know, look for some materials ourselves. And I will take that shield and all of these bows. Thank you very much. elemental arrows in general are pretty dangerous, so if you see like any enemies using them, you probably do want to take them out yourself. And hey, we got some bomb arrows for ourselves. Not bad. I mean, if we could get our own set of elemental arrows, that would certainly change things quite a bit. Hey, some ice arrows too. Nice. Alright, so yeah, I think all we really need are some shock arrows, and then we'll be sitting pretty, although, to be totally fair, not exactly going to complain if we don't get any shock arrows because, well, look at that, we got some shock arrows. But, yeah, like I was saying, I very rarely use shock arrows on my own anyways, so wasn't exactly going to be that upset if we didn't get them. Alright, I think we're done here, so let's just move on to the next room. You know, it's kind of weird, like, all these rooms, I guess, like, the theme was having an updraft, but, it's more or less just looked like a Sheikah shrine. Oh my gosh, there's a guardian over there. Alright, this is only 4th floor and there's already a guardian. What the heck, man? Jeez. I guess we really have no choice but to just try and perfect guard this because, I mean, doing this like any other way seems like a really bad idea. So let's just cross our fingers and, hey, we got it. Yes. Alright. I know that's not like the hardest thing in the world to do, but, I'm pretty bad at perfect guarding, so I'm really happy that we nailed that on the first attempt. Like, if we didn't, that could have been really, really bad. Like I said, fighting one of those things without perfect guarding in a trial like this seems like a very good way to just burn through all of your durability and weapons, so I wouldn't recommend it. Hopefully we don't have to do that often because, I mean, I can see myself missing those, like, the more we have to do. Oh, there's a night shield here. How nice. I mean, that probably would have been really helpful about 2 seconds ago if I didn't, like, nail that perfect guard. So, I'm glad I got that already. At least with this shield. If we do need to, like, deflect more guardian shots, I think the night shield can take, like, 3 of them before it breaks. Like, if you miss all 3, then it will break. So, I feel a little more confident now that we have a shield like this on our backs. And hello there, chest. Almost didn't see you. What do you have inside? Let's see. And yeah, by the way, if I didn't say this before, you're pretty much going to want to save your fire arrows exclusively for burning down those wooden platforms. I think I did mention that, like, in the very first room. Alright, another soldier's bow. I'll take that. Not gonna ever complain about getting a nice bow. But now that we're done here, let's move on to the next room and see what we got. I feel like we're making pretty good time. Like, the first 2 rooms... Oh, wow, we're already at, like, a rest area. That was really, really quick. I mean, I'm not complaining, but holy crud. Alright, you know what? We're not gonna be stupid this time, guys. I'm gonna go and grab the fairy first before it flies away. Unlike what I did in the beginning trials where I did that last, and of course the fairy flew away. So, let's just be a little stealthy about it. Sneak up to this fairy. That's good. Stay close to the ground. That makes my life a lot easier. And come on. There we go. Got it. Alright. That's basically some life insurance. So, if I do anything stupid, at least the fairy will bring me back to life. So, let's just go through here now and collect all the materials. See what's inside these chests. Let's see. Ooh, a falcon bow. Nice. Not bad. Alright. And what's inside chest number 2? Hylian trousers. Yes. Alright, that's really good. We got some defense. That is perfect. And chest number 3 is a knight's broadsword. Alright, cool. I probably should actually start knocking down some of these trees because, apparently, if I do that, I might have a chance of, like, getting some acorns, which I can use in cooking recipes, so that might be helpful in this area, just to, like, try and maximize the amount of hearts that I can get, when I cook my food. But also, it's only an acorn, which I think only gives you, like, what, a quarter heart, so probably doesn't do a whole lot anyways. But still, I mean, every bit probably does count. Also, there we go, another acorn. Nice, not bad. I'll leave the rest of the trees for now, I guess, and, I'll just collect the shrooms, the fish, and then we'll get to cooking. Like, I don't want to spend too much time in these restrooms. I mean, I do love the way they look. Like, they're very beautiful, honestly. Some of, like, the best looking rooms in the entire trials. But, at the same time, obviously, I don't want to take up too much of your time, and, I want to get right back into things, you know? As much as I just said, like, patience is a huge part of completing these trials, I do still want to complete them quickly, if that makes any sense. And whoa, we got a lot of stuff, man! I feel like we have more stuff now than we did in, like, the entirety of the beginner trials, which is kind of weird considering, you know, we're only like 5 floors deep into the middle trials, but hey, whatever, I'm not complaining, man. I will gladly take all of these and turn them into some nice, tasty meals. So I did read through the comments, and you guys gave me some advice in terms of cooking, because apparently I am both a bad cook in real life and also in Zelda. So, yeah, I should try, like, combining more and more ingredients, because apparently the more you do combine, like, the more hearts you will get, which I kind of understand, but I feel like there are some special cases where when you're combining items that give you, but whoa, that was 11 hearts, holy crud. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like if you're combining things to get like certain bonus effects, you don't want to do that. But also, I'm not entirely sure, so, you know, whatever. Take that with a grain of salt. I mean, to be totally honest, like, I know one good recipe in this game, or really, I guess, I know how to make a decent recipe in this game. Like, get something that's hearty, and then combine that with, like, meat, and pretty much no matter what you make will be, like, a full restore, plus, like, 1 or 2 bonus hearts, so whenever I need to cook in this game, I usually just do that, because it's, like, guaranteed to give me everything that I need, and I don't really worry too much about bonus effects. Alright, that being said, we're done with cooking, so let's leave this nice, beautiful rest area, and, back into the pit that is the Trial of the Sword. Alright, let's see what's gonna be in store for us next. Oh! That's great! The entire room is dark. Cool. I'm sure this is just gonna go really well, isn't it? Wow, you really cannot see anything. Holy crud. This is not going to be fun. So, you know, we're just gonna let all these guys come to us, because, I do not feel like just wandering around in the dark here. That seems like a very bad idea. Although, I can just, like, kill these guys with arrows, so that'll work out. Hey, there we go, they turned the lights on for us! Oh, it's because we killed off all the enemies. Well, I mean, I suppose that's pretty nice as well. At least that gives me a chance to look around and find any materials, but I highly doubt there's really anything here. So, I have a feeling that, how this area is sort of split up is into, like, 3 different segments then. Like, the first entire segment was all Sheikah and, like, based on the updrafts and stuff like that, whereas I guarantee you, like, this next set of floors is all going to be completely in the dark. Cool. What a great theme, man. Oh, and you know, it's even better because the enemies can just, like, see me from a million miles away, and I can barely see them. I don't even know what enemy that is. Is that, like, a moblin? I can't even really tell. I guess I could just, like, blow up. Oh, it is a mob. Oh, wait, no. That's a Lizalfo, I think? Maybe? Whatever. I'm just gonna chuck bombs and blow them up. Yeah, I think it's a Lizalfo based on the sounds they're making. I mean, this strat can work. I can just, like, throw bombs and blow them up from far away. Not exactly the most entertaining thing in the world, but considering I can't see crap, really all I can do. These guys have weapons? It doesn't really seem like they have weapons, so I guess that works out for me. I should probably try shooting that, like, lantern inside the skull if I can, because that will probably help me out a bunch. And of course I freaking I do this every time, dude. I swear I can never, ever hit the rope on the first try. Like, no matter what I do, I will always miss it. Alright. Let's try this again. Aim a little bit higher. And, how? How did I hit it again when I aimed higher? I don't even understand how that's, like, even possible. I'm so bad, man. I am so bad at hitting these things. Come on, let's aim higher again. And, wait a minute. Hang on, does the, Does the Rito bow have longer range? I think it does. There we go, though. We finally got it. Hopefully that gets rid of, like, all the enemies in there. Where are you? Whoa, okay, he is shooting flames. Not fair, man. Not fair. Stop it! Just, seriously. Like, chill, dude. Can barely even see you. And yet you're just gonna, like, shoot him with a freaking flamethrower. Oh my gosh, he's doing so much damage. This is just not cool, dude. Not cool. I don't appreciate it. Can you just, like, die, please? Thank you. Jeez. Let me grab your spear, actually. And you are dead. Thank goodness. Alright, that's the last of the enemies for this room. That was, like, way more annoying than it needed to be. I already don't like these dark rooms. I mean, I know we've only done, like, 2, but, jeez. Alright, I'm gonna stop complaining about the darkness, though. I mean, I did want a challenge, and this certainly does add to it, so I guess you should be careful what you wish for, but, yeah, this really is not what I had in mind. Alright, so, yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything that we can get in here. Like, I'll look around just to make sure I'm not missing any, like, hidden chests or anything like that, but I highly, highly doubt there's going to be a lot of stuff that we can find in these dark rooms. I think they're sort of made with that in mind, so let's just move on to the next floor, shall we? Alright, I mean, even using a torch, like, wouldn't be that helpful here, considering I still need to use my weapons, otherwise I will just end up getting hit by enemies, so it might seem like a good idea, but I think just, like, dealing with the ambient lighting that the game gives us is probably our best bet. We got some structures, though, so let's try and climb these and, I don't know, maybe get, like, a better vantage point. Alright, there's definitely an enemy camp over there. Think I do hear a whiz robe in the background as well. How? How did they even see me? I was barely visible and I was crouched down too. Like, come on, bro. Oh, that was not smart. Come on, Matt. Don't do stupid stuff like that, my man. Oh, there's the whiz robe. Alright. Ice arrows, please. Oh my gosh, we got him. Perfect. That is exactly why I wanted some elemental arrows too, because, yeah, obviously if you shoot a whiz robe with the opposite element that it is, it'll die instantly, so that actually worked out really, really well for us. All these guys have, like, flaming weapons. I am not comfortable right now. Let's get that. He lit himself on fire. That is pretty funny. What an idiot. But, yeah, I am not exactly... He did it too! Yes, they're all lighting themselves... Wow, they all killed themselves. Well, that worked out surprisingly well. I felt like that would have been a lot harder than it should have been, but, you know what? Can't complain. That was pretty sick. Also, how the heck did we get so many weapons? Holy crap. Honestly, going into these trials, I never expected that we would actually, like, fill up our inventory with weapons, which is kind of cool, not gonna lie. I like having options, and the game is certainly giving me options right now, so everything is working out. That is a rusty weapon. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother keeping that, because 5 damage, what is that going to do for me? Absolutely nothing, that's what. I mean, I'm not, like, that desperate for weapons anymore, so I don't feel bad about, like, turning things away. Alright, so we did get a couple materials in this room, so that's pretty cool. But I think we're ready to move on to the next one. Let's see what else is in store for us. Hopefully there's only, like, I don't know, 5 of these dark rooms, so maybe only 2 more left. That'd be great. We'll find out. Oh, hello. I see you there, Mr. Guardian. Alright, can we go 2 for 2? Let's see. Come on, and cross our fingers. Yes, we did it again! Alright. See, there is a trick to that. Someone mentioned that, like, if you listen for the sound that it makes right before it fires the laser, and you hit A right when it makes that sound, you'll pretty much always reflect the laser. So that's what I've been doing, and seems to work out fairly well, so can't complain. Definitely a good piece of advice there. Alright, some explosives, and is that a bow? Oh, it's a shield. Rusty shield. Ew, gross. Get that out of here. I guess there's really, like, nothing else. Oh, wait, hang on. There's some boxes over here. I suppose the rusty shield would be helpful, like, in a pinch if you missed every other guardian shot. You could use that for like one more attempt, but yeah, I would not trust that to save my life at all. Alright, so moving on to the next floor. Is it going to be a rest room or a rest area or just like another dark floor? Great. What's going to be the gimmick here? Jeez. Oh, okay. It's a freaking giant Hinox. Alright, I can deal with that, right? We're fine, man. We're fine. Although, can't really see what's around me, so that might be a problem. But you know what? We'll deal with it. I'm sure we can take out a Hinox. No big deal. Looks like maybe it's a blue Hinox, so really not that hard. I am nowhere even close to him, though, so good job, me. Like, honestly, that is the hardest thing about these dark rooms, at least for me, is just figuring out where I am. And where is this guy going? Can you just stand still for like a moment so I can shoot you in the eye? That would be great. No, 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 no. Get off the building, please. No, stop. Stop climbing stuff, Link. This is not the time. I guess another challenge then would be, you know, the obstacles that are in your way that I can't see. Alright, we got some distance. That's good. Can I please just hit the eye? Holy crud. Why am I so bad at this right now? Oh, I think he's going after a tree. Yeah, so, I'm pretty sure he has a weapon now. We gotta be a little bit careful. Thankfully, we got the eye hit. So now let's just try and... No, don't hit his freaking armor or whatever he's wearing. Wow. That's not good. At least we got him down to half. There we go. Alright. Now things are starting to turn around. And let me grab that thunderstorm rod if I can. There we go. Not sure if that'll come in handy, but I mean, I got it, so pretty happy about that. There we go. This is actually a lot harder than it looks, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm actually trying to focus a lot on this fight right now because, holy crud, it's kind of scary. Whoa, that actually could have hit me. Alright, he's very, very close. I might just use arrows, honestly. Yeah, there we go. Alright, sweet. Pretty sure he's the only enemy here, so we're done. I do not like fighting Hinoxes in the dark. That was not a pleasant experience. But we're done, so that's good. I have a feeling like the next room has to be a rest area, because there's no way they would give me a Guardian and a Hinox back to back in the dark without, like, giving me an area to rest up and restore my HP, right? Come on, game. You know you're gonna do that. Also, there's, like, nothing in this room, so let's get out of here, and hopefully I'm right. We'll find out in a second. And yes, a rest area. Thank goodness. I mean, we're actually doing fairly well in terms of, like, HP. And wow, this is floor 11. Holy crap, I didn't know we were that far down. Well, that's pretty good. Then we only have, like, what, 5 floors left after this? So let's do ourselves a favor and catch these fairies if we can. We probably won't need them unless, like, the enemies up ahead are really, really tough. But, I mean, you got to admit, we've been doing really well thus far. So, pretty proud of myself. Come here, little fairy. Don't you run away from me. There we go. Sweet. Hey, actually, maybe we will get more armor in one of these chests, too. That would be amazing. Like, if we get more armor, that means more defense, meaning we probably will take less damage overall, so that'd be pretty nice. Alright, let's see. Forest Dweller Spear. Inventory is full. What can we get rid of here? Let's see. Probably don't need a leaf. Probably do not need this torch either, so we'll drop those. And, let me grab that spear. It only does 11 damage, but, I mean, still, might be worth it, who knows. And let's see. Hylian Tunic, yes, there we go, perfect. That's another 3 defense, I will gladly equip that. And, what do we got here? Forest Dweller Sword, alright, 22 damage, not bad at all. Let's just get the rest of this stuff and then start cooking away. I feel like we're pretty well prepared, actually, unless the game starts throwing some crazy stuff at us, like, I don't know, Lionels, or what else could they really throw at me that would be a challenge? I can't really think of anything besides Lionels. Maybe if they did, like, Guardian Stalkers, but I feel like they can't do those in these rooms because they're too small. I feel like that would probably just cause a problem, so yeah. Alright, yeah, what the heck, we have like less stuff than we did on the first rest area, so that's so weird to me. Anyways, whatever, we're just gonna like cook a bunch of random crap, hope for the best, and we'll move on out of here. Like, honestly, I kind of feel like I don't even need to do this to some extent, just because, I mean, I still have 20 something hearts almost, so we're doing pretty good, I'd say. Alright, let's not get too cocky though, because, I mean, that could lead to my downfall, so let's actually do the smart thing, cook all our materials, you know. Nice, not bad. We're actually making some pretty good dishes here, so that'll help us out a bunch. Alright, now that we're done, let's get out of here and see what's in store for us next. We should have a new theme, at least I hope we do. Like, I definitely don't want to go back to the dark rooms, that would be terrible. Alright, so, we have some mini guardians, baby guardians, and it looks like we're back to the overall Sheikah aesthetic, which, you know, not complaining, but this is actually kind of simple since all these guys die with one arrow, but, you know, whatever. That's fine. Maybe the water was supposed to be the challenge here. I'm actually not sure. See, that's kind of why, like, I think the Trial of the Sword is pretty straightforward and easy, because, like, the difficulty curve is a little bit weird. It seems to go up and then down and then up and then down again. Like, you'll go through one theme inside the trial, like for instance the very first theme with the updrafts. Like towards the end it was pretty hard because we were fighting a guardian. Then we got to that rest area and started the dark rooms, which I guess presented their own challenge in that they were hard because, like, you know, we really couldn't see, but the enemies that we were fighting were relatively easy until we got to like the final room with the Hinox. Then that was sort of hard again, but now we hit that rest room, and it sort of reset again, so now we're fighting, sort of easier enemies. Whoa, okay, I did not know there were two other ones here, holy crud. But yeah, these are like Guardian Scouts, probably like level 1 or 2, so, again, not really hard enemies. It seems like the curve is just going up and then down and then up and then down again, which, I mean, I guess makes sense to do it that way, but I also kind of wish it was like more of a linear curve and that it just kept getting harder and harder and harder, which is a weird thing to wish for, but I mean, I did expect a challenge when going into this, and it's kind of easy. I don't want to be that guy, you know, that one guy who's like, oh man, I'm so good at video games, I'm the best, when I'm clearly not, but at the same time, I mean, this isn't hard. You know? It's just, it's easy. I don't know how else to explain it. What can I get rid of here, though? Because I actually do want these Guardian weapons, because they're really good, and I like them. So, yeah, get over it. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'll be honest, like, doing a challenge like this, or a video like this, in itself is its own challenge from a commentary perspective, because I want to make sure I give, like, insight and valuable tips and stuff like that, but I also don't want to get repetitive or monotonous in things that I'm saying, so it can be a little bit difficult to try and balance that. And, alright, so another room where these guys die in one hit. Sweet. And normally, like, if I was doing a challenge like this in any other Zelda game, for instance, like, Wind Waker or, you know, Twilight Princess, I would probably just speed up the entire thing and play music, because I've done that before in the past, and usually that allows me to fit like the entirety of the trial in like one video and maybe do some other stuff as well. But due to the fact that this is split up and it's like DLC, kind of its own thing, I don't know, it just seems right to sort of do it this way. So that's what I'm doing. Alright. Come here, little buddy. It's you and me. One last go. Let's do it. Actually, it's probably not going to be the last go. I probably will encounter more of you guys in, like, the later rooms, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Can you just die, please? There we go. Might as well get rid of this boomerang too, considering it is about to break. And that'll make room for that guardian sword that I can just grab. Goodbye, boomerang. Let me grab that. Do I need the shield? Might as well grab the shield. You never know, man. Like, I might need to reflect some guardian shots later on, especially since it seems like we're encountering a lot of guardians. Like, it would make sense that towards the end we fight like a couple giant guardians. So, can I have a bow, please? Let's see what we got here. Got a couple of good ones, actually, so dang. I'm feeling pretty confident. Alright, these are probably like, what, level 3 scouts? Level 4 scouts, maybe? They have shields and higher weapons, so I can't really... I think these are level 4, because the level 5s have, Guardian plus weapons, which I know for a fact look different. Only based, like, on the fact that the axe is a lot larger. Also, I just realized this is actually somewhat challenging, because both of these guys can sort of Beyblade into the pillars at different times, and that might be a problem. So I guess, sort of managing that is going to be the challenge here. But thankfully, we have stasis, so that sort of works out too. Alright, give me another decently good weapon. Actually, I want to save the axe. I'm going to save the axe for later, just in case there is, like, a tougher enemy that I do need to fight. And, ooh, that was really close. Can you die? No? Oh, actually, I need to probably kill this guy soon, since I think he's going to turn into, like, phase... Yeah, final phase mode, where, like, he fires those lasers in rapid succession. And I do not want to deal with that. No, there's only one left, though. This should be pretty... How did that not knock him out of that attack? Like, it hit him, but it's still... Alright, whatever. You know what? I don't even care. And, whoa, okay. Oh, jeez, that could have been really bad. I'm making a lot of, like, stupid mistakes now, honestly. Mistakes that, like, I shouldn't be making, because these enemies are not that hard to fight, but... whatever. We're done, man. We're done. What can I get rid of here? Also, I just realized, yeah, probably a good idea to, make sure, you max out your weapon inventory space before doing this, because your inventory slots are based on, like, how many you have. So, collect those Korok seeds, talk to your boy Hestu, and, make sure you're ready, because obviously being able to hold as many weapons as you can is helpful. Alright, floor 16. I think this is actually the last one, and it's only a Guardian Scout level 4, I believe, with no shield, so, you know what? I think we can probably just, like, you know, murk on this guy a little bit, so, come on, dude. Let's go. Bring it on. Bring it on, man. I ain't even scared. If you're the last enemy of this trial, bro, I fought so many of you before, you ain't even a challenge. You're like a little ant to me, a little speck of dirt. I can do this no problem. Actually, you know what? Let me equip the stronger sword. And come on, Beyblade into me, my man. Let's go. Let's do this. I ain't got all day. I'm just gonna finish you up, and I think that it should actually be that. Dude, the stasis is coming in so clutch. Like, I think every time I've done it to one of the Guardians, like, I've always done it right before they've been about to attack me, so... Holy crud, it's been working out good. Nice shielding, Maddie. Good job. Alright, let's stop being stupid and actually just try and, like, focus on this battle. That way, we can hopefully finish it up rather quickly. He's gonna Beyblade again, so yeah, I'll stick with this for now. It does 30 damage, so it's pretty good. Plus, I can hit him pretty quickly with it. It's almost gone, though, but you know what? Let's just, break it on him. There we go. What else do I have that I can use? Alright, I'll go with this sword as well. Again, I want to save the axe just in case. Actually, I probably want to save the axe for the very final phase, like when he starts charging up, just because then I should be able to do a ton of damage, and destroy him, like, before he's able to shoot those lasers. So, we'll go with this sword for now. Come on, just keep dealing that damage, man. It really does feel like we're not doing a lot, but, I mean, I can just slowly see his HP going down, which, it's helpful. It's helpful. Alright, he might be going into phase 3 now, so let's actually swap back into our axe and just Beyblade! You are not going to charge. Oh, he's charging up, man. Come on. Yes, there we go. We did it. Nice. That worked out pretty well then. And, I think that is that. That was not hard at all. I feel like this entire challenge was a lot easier than, like, the beginning trial, which is weird. But, yeah, that was not really that challenging. In fact, I don't even think throughout the entire thing I lost over a row of hearts, which is something I can't say about the beginning trial, so dang, I feel kind of bad considering, you know, I spent all that time, like, making food in the rest areas, and I don't even think I used any of it. Like, I think the only food that I ate in this entire trial was, the pre-cooked stuff. To the one chosen by the Sacred Blade, I commend your efforts in this trial. You are now strong enough to wield more of the Master Sword's power than ever before. Courageous hero chosen by the Blade. Take hold of the Master Sword. Well, don't mind if I do. Yeah, there's really nothing new in this room to point out, so whatever, we'll just go and grab the blade. You know, I kind of hope that, in that final area there is a Sheikah Monk, like one final Sheikah Monk that gives us the fully powered up Master Sword. That would be kind of cool, but, yeah, we'll have to find out. So for now, let's just grab hold of what's truly ours. Ah, you have finally returned. You look stronger than when I last saw you. The Master Sword you wield now is more powerful than before. Yeah, check it out. 40 to 50 damage. Nice. Only 10 more to go. If you desire still more power and wish to retry the blade's test, once again, place the Master Sword in its pedestal. Alright, 2 down. 1 to go, guys. But of course, we're going to save that for the next video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.